All right, so today's video we're going to go over whether or not you should make the Model 3 Highland your new daily driver. For me, I've been driving a Model S long range 2022 refresh. Favorite car so far. Amazing range of about 365 miles right now after degradation and using the new um, arachnid wheels. So I actually went into Tesla the other day, drove the new Model 3 Highland as you can see here, and it was gorgeous. The suspension was actually a lot better than the Model S long range, which is kind of crazy, as well as the technology and hardware have all been updated, especially the interior. The seats are all now heated as well as ventilated, which is a new feature you would have never seen on the previous Model 3s. This is basically kind of only for the new Model 3 Highland, where you have a ventilated seat as well as a heated seat. The interior, it's gorgeous. New ambient lighting with regards to the entire car. You can change the color of the ambient lighting. All the windows are also double paned, so you'll have a much quieter cabin. That's the one thing I've actually really thought was fascinating. The buttons are all updated with regards to door handles, so you have like this haptic touch feedback button, as well as you have power seats within the car, which was kind of standard through all the Model 3s, yes. But I do think the new seats are actually a lot more comfortable, which is fascinating. Also, with regards to the car, you have a brand new steering wheel. The steering wheel previously had a lot less more buttons, as well as it had stalks to control the car, whether you want to go forward or reverse. Cup holders are all updated. The center console has this new kind of silky feel and look to it. It does look more modern and exciting. It does also feel like a lot more premium, with regards to that center console. The car itself, you can really tell Tesla made a lot of updates to the hardware of the car. It is impressive to say the least. With regards to the screen, you still have the same screen, right? However, the only thing that's really changed is the UI. And when I refer to UI, that means user interface, right? The screen has a new user interface, just like a couple of new buttons. Also, the lights here in the front of the car, they're all touch lights. You can basically touch the light and then it will turn on, which is kind of cool. It's no more buttons. It's just like a light you touch, it turns on, and it feels really nice and premium. The settings here on the screen, all the same except for the ambient lighting feature. That's the one cool thing about the car, is that there is an ambient light feature that you kind of see all around the car, and you can basically change the color for the ambient lighting, which I really enjoyed, because sometimes you just want to change the mood up for the car, right? So here, take a look. I'll have like a blue color, and then we'll jump into just all the other colors here, like red, and you can see the lights now change throughout the car. Fun fact, this is only in the Model 3 Highland, which is a new Model 3 as of 2024, and the Tesla Cybertruck. Those are the ones with the ambient lighting that you can change. I'm actually pretty excited. Hopefully get a Cybertruck soon. Put an order in, but haven't heard back. So this is really cool. The steering wheel itself, I actually really like it having no stalks whatsoever. It is kind of like the Model S, right? Where you just kind of put your foot on the brake, and then the cameras on the Tesla will either determine whether you go forward or back. So that is like a feature now with the Model 3 Highland that you will have to get used to, especially if you're coming from the older Model 3 or Model Y or previous Model S, where you have stocks. Tesla really simplified it. With regards to the look of the car, it is very aggressive looking, similar to the S, just a lot smaller. The front headlights are basically the biggest kind of update in my opinion. You gotta realize those front headlights are similar to the Model S headlights, as well as they do not have a fog lights anymore. They've all been integrated into the headlights itself. Tesla has a logo too in the back now, so that logo on the Tesla is basically gone. It just spells out Tesla, which is really cool. It's kind of fascinating how Tesla basically updated everything, similar to how people have been modding their car. They found like the aftermarket accessories, and they've kind of integrated that into the Model 3 itself. So the Model 3, if you kind of look at it in a more of a different lighting, the gray is a lot shinier than the previous Model 3 stealth gray looks, as you can see here in this photo. That's kind of like one of the bigger reasons I also want the car. It's that it has like this new shine, this new color, which I do enjoy. Also, the steering wheel for me is very similar to the Model S in the sense that you press the button, the left and right signal, and it signals for you, right? No more stocks, which I actually do like. And it does take some getting used to, but as you drive the car more, as you basically take it to more events or whatever it may be, you will get used to the car. And for me, this is kind of like, I feel like it's the future for Tesla, right? They do enjoy the very simplistic look of the entire car, in the sense where there is less stuff in front. As you can see, like the Cybertruck is very minimalistic, ginormous car, but you literally just have a steering wheel and then the center console, and like the main kind of screen to control everything within the car, right? Which I do enjoy. With regards to the car itself, right? Driving it is very, very fun, right? So if you have previous Model 3s, suspension was bumpy, cabin noise is really loud, as well as the battery kind of wasn't what it was before, right? 2018 battery, you got like around 250 miles of range. It's really only like 180. It's really small like that. So you're always charging the car, right? These batteries have definitely improved. I think they've transitioned to LFP batteries. So a lot of the new Model 3s, you can charge it to 100% now. Whereas opposed to like recommending for 80% daily driving, or else the car will degrade a lot faster. Now it's 100%. And you don't have to worry about the battery degradation occurring as much with these new batteries, because 6-7 years is a lot of time to basically update the Model 3, have new features, and allow it to be a new updated car for this new generation, which I kind of have felt honestly driving this car. So think about it, right? For me, I had the new Model S 2022, and when they first produced that Model S, right, it was like one of the first ones off the lot. So there's still a lot of kinks and bugs within the car. I've had a lot of kind of issues and problems with it, with regards to door handles breaking, as well as the car just having a lot of issues. And this new Model 3, I feel like it may have issues. However, when I had a Model 3 Performance as my previous car, it never broke. There's really no issues with it. Very small stuff, like maybe like some glue was coming off the door handle, whatever. But it wasn't anything major or crazy. And that's what I really like about the Model 3, is that switching over to Model 3, extremely low maintenance. What do you mean by low maintenance? That usually the only update I had for the car was just changing the window wiper fluids, right? And then the hardware itself never really broke. And I was really impressed by that, right? I don't even remember how many times I've gone to the service center, like probably once or twice. However, the Model S, I've been several times. Like the air suspension breaks, the door handle breaks, the seats are starting to like kind of not function as properly, where there's like a large sound whenever I move the seat forward and back. But this new Model 3, as you can see here, you press forward to drive, it's extremely similar to the Model S. Same thing, right? And I'm like a huge Model S fan, so just kind of seeing everything simplified into the Model 3 has been kind of game changer for me, where it's just a beautiful UI, user interface, right? As you can see here, it has full self-driving. So it's just able to look at all the surroundings of the cars, right? So we have cars to the left and the right of us, as well as there's a wall behind us. So when it indicates there's a wall behind us, it's gonna auto shift into drive instead of reverse, because it doesn't want to crash into that wall right there, right? So that is really cool thing about the Model 3, right? It's just such a intricate car, in a sense where Tesla has integrated all the updates from the previous Model 3s to make it a lot better, as well as they have similar hardware coming from the Model S, because you got to think of the supply chain, right? It's a lot cheaper to buy parts that are similar for the S, 3, X, and Y, get that in bulk rather than having completely different parts for each of the car, right? I'm assuming that they have a manufacturer, they have a vendor, they can bulk order it, and then they can assemble it in Shanghai, in Fremont, in Texas, and basically get the cars for a lot cheaper. It's similar to how you just have a product you can mass produce, and the more you mass produce the product, the cheaper you can afford it to your customers. So that is an interesting part about the Tesla, right? A lot of the S parts I've noticed have been integrated into the Model 3 Highland, which is really cool. I do enjoy. With regards to driving is extremely smooth. What does that mean? Having the Model S long range, it is kind of a bumpy ride. It's not perfect, right? It has an air suspension, so it's a lot better. And I have the arachnid wheels, so they're the kind of more aggressive looking wheels. They look a lot cooler, but they are bumpier, right? For most people, they have kids, they have families, and they just want a smooth ride for the family, especially if they're going to and from work, picking up the kids, or going like on a family road trip, right? They want a smooth ride for the family. Model 3, new suspension, extremely smooth. Everything you've been wanting for a smooth suspension car, Model 3 has it. So that is one thing I do recommend about the Model 3, is that you're going to have a very, very nice drive. If you watch me in this video here, you'll see that the road is very bumpy. A couple potholes, doesn't look like it's the most paved road here. It's just a road that it's has a lot of traffic, people going to and from the mall. So you're going to see a lot of traffic, so a lot of cars coming to this location and out of the location. So of course the roads aren't going to be in good conditions. I kid you not, driving this car, extremely smooth. Like I felt like I was in like a pillow. I recommend you guys try it too, right? Go to Tesla, try out the car, see the suspension, right? It's not like the Model 3 or the Model S where you can have a comfort suspension. It's just there, right? The car is just comfortable. So I'm very impressed with the new Model 3. And with regards to the car ride itself, right? Going on autopilot, I can definitely see myself just sitting here and just going for 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes, even to an hour, 2-3 hours on road trips in this car with how smooth it is, right? The one thing you kind of take advantage of for this car is that it is a smaller car. So because it's a smaller car, it's a lot more nimble. You can get to and from places, right? You can go left, right. The Model S, very big car, right? It feels like you're kind of driving a spaceship in a sense where this car is really big, and you are kind of like trying to park in certain places because you don't want people to hit you. And when you do a U-turn or make a left turn, the turning radius isn't as good compared to a Model 3 because the car is a lot more smaller, the car is a lot more nimble. It's Tesla's basically car for the masses, right? It's their Honda Accord, it's their Toyota Corolla, Toyota Camry, where they have a car for the masses. And usually cars that are made for the masses, right, they are mass produced. Hence, they have a lot of testing behind it. They have a lot of rigorous checks and balances for the car, right? If you drive an exotic car, like I've driven exotic cars before just to try it out, never particularly owned one. Those cars are kind of bumpy and they look amazing aesthetic, and however, they don't perform as well as like the cars that are made for the masses, of course, because the most fanciest cars, they're made for top 1% people, right? And they don't have a lot of rigorous tests. They're not strict with the car, and it's kind of unfortunate because you pay so much money for a car. But the Model 3 Highland, amazing car, really enjoy it, and it is basically honestly like what, a third, 66% of the cost of a Model S. So I think you can get one for around 40,000. Model S is around, I think, 75, 80,000, right? So maybe half the price actually. So very tempted. Like if you're going to look for a new car, obviously the Model S looks a lot in my opinion, a lot cooler, more aggressive, right? More eye turning or head. And the Model 3 kind of it's a very nice car, and you'll see a lot around the road, which is kind of why some people prefer the S, especially the refreshed S. But you'll see a lot of them around the road. And seeing this car, it looks nice. It looks like a mini S. So just kind of keep that in mind, right? I'm kind of on the fence right now whether I'm not going to buy the Model 3 and sell my Model S long range. Model S long range is all basically fully paid off, and I'm not really in any debt for that. So I'm really enjoying the car, making great content with it. But if I do change the car, I will let you guys know, and I'll make more content behind it, right? Because the Model 3 Highland, probably one of my favorite cars I've ever driven, and I want you guys to definitely please watch all of the videos I have on my channel, like on the leaks on the new Model 3 Ludicrous, my driving experience of the Model 3 Highland, everything of that nature. You can find it on my channel. It's all the videos down below, so just take a look at that channel. But yeah, Jello family, please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Destroy that like button, destroy that subscribe button. We're growing so fast. I have links down below for a Model 3, Model S, Model X, Model Y referral. You get full self-driving for a few months, as well as some supercharging benefits. So check that link down below. I have a EV Forum Club website coming up soon, where you can basically watch all my videos and post any questions you have on EVs, especially if Teslas. It'll be a great community that we're going to build for us, and just to help the EV community, especially because it's been so fun just driving these cars. As well as we have a lot of referral links to like Tesla parts I've been using on Amazon. So take a look at that. Those are affiliate links, so we do get a commission from that. But these parts I just use for my Tesla, and that have made my life a little more fun with these Tesla parts. So that's all down on the links below. So please check that out. Also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all my socials. I have that below. Take a look at those links, and just like, comment, and subscribe. I really appreciate you, Jello family. Thank you so much for helping me grow the channel. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace.